Hi everyone and welcome back to Sonya's Prep. I just got back from the grocery store. I have my girls here today. It's Memorial Day when I'm filming this. My boys have half a day. So I figured I'll be a little productive today while half of them are not here. And I went to do a little bit of grocery shopping. Then I want to make a few things for the week. I want to make a minestrone soup. I want to make some salmon, some chicken thighs, like a batter for an omelet. I'll explain it when I do it. I want to make oatmeal bars, maybe some chocolate chip cookies because we do like to have dessert after we have our dinners. And I want to clean out my kids' closet. There's a specific closet that I have where I just throw everything in when they grow out of things, and it's a complete disaster. I'll show it to you in a little bit. So let's see how much we can actually get done today, and I'll take you guys along. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's get prepping. So quickly, the very first thing that I'm gonna get started on is my minestrone soup. I made this before on my channel. It's just like my go-to, very quick, in a rut thing that I can make. So my kids are home, half of them are home for lunch. The other half are coming back at around 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I still wanna have something for them to eat for lunch. So I just buy these minestrone soup packs. I get 2 of them for my kids. Fill up a pot of water. I'll try to bulk it up with adding some potatoes and carrots inside, but it just comes together very quickly. So that's what I'm going to get started on right now. Just got back from carpool. I had this simmering over here. I'm just gonna increase the fire. So I forgot to record all of this, of course. I added a potato and a carrot inside, and I'm gonna let that continue boiling until the carrots and everything is cooked through. Let's see how they are doing for now. They're still a bit hard, so we're gonna keep it boiling for a bit. Also getting started on some laundry, changing the bed sheets. Which do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer the pods that they have out now? Or do you prefer the liquid detergents? I actually don't notice any difference. So at times I do use the pods. I think it works just fine, I don't know. So I have to clean all this up. It got so dirty. And yep, I'm trying to get a lot accomplished today. Yay, lunchtime for the girls and mommy. Came out really good. I love it. Comes together very, very quick. Highly recommend when you're short on time. So after a few hours, I just cleaned out my front room coat closet, got all of that away. Felt very, very accomplished that we finally got that done. Now that it's hot outside, I know that the kids are not gonna need their warm stuff, so I put them all away so there could be a little bit more breathing room over there. And I got all of their shoes to go back into their closets, because with so many people in a house, if everybody has 2 pairs of shoes out, it just becomes really unmanageable. So I always tell them, your school shoes stay downstairs, leave 1 pair at a time and then interchange them. Does it last for more than 2 days? No, it's probably gonna get messy by the end of this week, if I'm lucky. But that's done. At least I feel very accomplished with that. We're going to get started on dinner today. So I'm gonna make a very simple salmon with some basmati rice and a salad. Aviva's going to be helping me chopping that up, my little big helper. So let's get to
salads. Lately, I've been loving getting these already pre-checked containers of greens. It is more expensive. I don't do this often, but when I know I'm gonna have a crazy busy week, I do get them and splurge on them. So now I'm going to be just taking these kales. They're very fresh. I just saw them put them out on the counters over there. I'm gonna chop them up very, very thinly so it's easy to eat. They actually already don't have that thick rib that they have in there. We're also gonna add some tomatoes. We're gonna have some red peppers that we're going to slice up with scallions, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of toasted sesame seeds, not sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. I get these from Costco, the sprouted organic pumpkin seeds, and I just toast them up on a skillet and add some dressing, and it's so, so good. For the salmon over here, I'm going to be using the Perec fish seasoning, some black pepper, salt, and garlic powder. I'm also going to add in a little bit of oil, some lemon juice, and fresh garlic, and put that on to broil until like 15 minutes maybe, and it's going to be ready. And I'll make some basmati rice as well.
While the salmon is going to be marinating, I'm going to be starting on the rice and helping Aviva with the salad. Also had a little bit of spinach left over, so I'm going to be chopping that in too, just to bulk up the salad more, and some regular romaine lettuce as well. It's already washed and cleaned. Just going to be chopping that inside. Good job, Aviva. I love scallions. I feel like they're milder than onions, but they still have that oniony taste. So I enjoy adding them in.
This is basmati rice, so 2 cups of basmati rice with 3 cups of water. I'm adding in some salt. You could do this to taste. And then I'm adding in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado oil. Mix all of that up. Cover. Oh, there's some kale over here. Cover that up. And I bake it at 400 degrees for 40 minutes and it's done. Sunflower seeds are here. I used about 1/4 cup. I toasted them ever so slightly until you could see this little goldenness to it. And we have Michelle over here doing a very diligent job
washing the dishes. Good job.
Over here, I'm just making a little salad dressing, some mayo, mustard, garlic. Going to be mincing this up, shredding this up over here. I think that's plenty, honestly. And then I'm going to add in some soy sauce, just a little bit. Some onion soup mix and a little bit of onion powder. It's like a dairy-free version of Caesar's salad dressing or so. Make sure to taste it, make sure you like how it tastes. And then I'm gonna plop that onto the salad with a little bit of crackers. The fish has been in the oven at 400 degrees. I decided to keep it at 400 so that it can be in the oven at the same time as the rice. And good, it's been there for 20 minutes. And it looks like it's perfect and ready. Now we're just putting everything together, the last touches. Now that the salad is all mixed up, I'm going to be adding in these nish-nosh crackers. I like to crunch them up into the bag and then put it on top. I just feel like it's better than having these huge crackers that no one can really fork in. So yeah, that's what I do. The salad is all done. Timing was definitely off. The rice is still not done, but for now I just served everyone some fish and salad. We have a little bit longer until the rice is done. We have 6 minutes and then they're going to get that as well. Yay, the rice is finally done. It's perfect every time and super fluffy. Just finished washing all of the dishes. Shai's putting the little kids upstairs to sleep, and I'm gonna get started on some baking. We're going to get started on our chocolate chip cookies, and if you hear some cute baby in the background, it's because I have my monitor on, so the baby's in the background. So we're starting off with 2 sticks. Maybe I'll just turn the audio down just a bit. He's singing songs before bed. So we have 2 sticks of butter over here. It could be butter, it could be margarine, it could be Earth's Balance, it could be betterine, whatever it is that you prefer. I want to keep this dairy free because we don't mix milk and meat in the same meal. So I'm going to be adding to 2 sticks of margarine or whatever part of butter that you have that are softened. I am adding in 1 cup of, this is organic raw unbleached sugar. You could use any sugar, it's just what I found. And I'm going to also use some brown sugar. So 1 cup of regular sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. This goes in. I don't know if I mentioned it already. This recipe I found from Cooking in Heels on Instagram. I tried them once and they were so good. So I'm going to be making it for the second time. I'm going to just be mixing the butter and sugars together until it's nice and creamy. This is what it's going to look like after the butter and the sugar have been creamed. You can definitely do this in a standing mixer. It'll be much faster, but I'm just doing it by hand. One less thing to clean up. 2 eggs go in next. And I'm gonna mix that up. At this point, if I would have vanilla, I would add that in, but unfortunately I ran out and I need to go and get some. So it'll be fine without it. I'm gonna mix all of that thoroughly and then add in the other ingredients. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda go in now. With a pinch of salt. Mix that again. And then 3 cups of all-purpose flour goes in next. 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna mix that too. This is what the batter looks like when it's all incorporated, and I'm gonna add in some chocolate chips.
I'm gonna reserve about a third of it, and I'll just top the cookies with those chocolates right before I pop it into the oven. So now, once this is all mixed, I'm going to refrigerate it for about 15 minutes just to help it set a bit so it doesn't completely flatten when it's baked. And then I'm gonna put them on a cookie sheet and bake them off. So into the fridge it goes. 15 minutes are up. I'm gonna scoop them up with a cookie scooper, place them on this cookie tray, and bake them off. Let's get this going. This recipe gave me 36 cookies, so I have 3 trays here. That's a bit much for my family for a few days. I wouldn't want my kids to eat all these cookies in like 2 days. So I'm going to be baking 2 trays, and 1 tray I'm going to freeze so that I can have cookies already ready for me whenever I need them. I'm going to freeze them, and then tomorrow morning I'll just pop them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, and this way I could just take them, put them on a tray for 8 minutes, and they'll be ready. This is going to be baked at 375 degrees between 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how chewy you like it. The next thing that we're making are banana nut oatmeal bars. These are delicious breakfast bars, or at least that's what they look like to me. I've never made them. I will link all the ingredients and the recipe down below. We have oats here, we have 1 banana, some almond butter, flour, cinnamon, honey, baking soda, salt. I think I got all of the ingredients, and very simply throw everything in and just mix it all up. Put it into a pan, which I have right here, lined with baking powder with parchment paper, and bake it at 350 for 16 to 18 minutes. And they looked heavenly and delicious. You also can add in some chocolate chips, which I have right here, which I'm going to be doing at the very end. So it's going in at 350 for 16 to 18 minutes. The chocolate chip cookies are all done. They're looking great. Let's have a little piece so I could show you. As you can see, it's really, this one's still hot. This tray is cooler. Perfection. I love it when they're still runny, the chocolate chips. So good. I like to leave them chewier because they harden the next day a little bit. But if you like them to be a little bit harder, then keep them in there longer than 8 minutes. So good. You guys have to try this. This has been my midnight snack after pumping almost every night. I'm sure it's horribly unhealthy, but it's okay. One more thing that I want to do for today is making my omelet batter for tomorrow for breakfast. Because I wake up so early, I don't always have time to make a good nutritious breakfast for the entire family on the morning of. So what I started to do is making my egg batters, or if I'm making pancakes, my pancake batters the night before and just popping them in the fridge. So today I'm going to be prepping the omelets. I have a dozen eggs in here. I'm gonna be adding in some salt and black pepper. You can make this really, really fancy. You could add veggies to it. I've never tried that. The most I've ever done was put spinach into it when I'm cooking it, because we've got time. I'm also adding in a bit of milk. This is just gonna create fluffy eggs for you guys. I'm gonna whisk all of that. And I know it seems like it doesn't take much time, so why not just do it the morning of? Believe me, I don't have time. It's too hectic with the kids waking up and me running out the door and grabbing my stuff. So I'd rather just have it in the fridge, ready to go. I even go as far as taking out my my skillet pan that I'm going to be cooking it in, and I place that onto my stovetop, so it's just chick-chock, you know, quickly. I think I got it all. That's it. Cover it up with some plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge. And it's gonna be all ready for me when I wake up in the morning. And taking out my skillet and placing it on my stovetop. And that's it. These are the breakfast oatmeal bars. They look very, very good. I'm gonna let them cool and then I'll cut them into squares, and then I could take one for breakfast or for a snack. My kids can take it, Shai can take it. So it's just a nice, quick thing to make for breakfast on the go. So I'm pretty much all done now. I accomplished most of the things that I wanted to, but I definitely did not do that closet that I was telling you about. I'm going to insert a clip of it right after this. It's just too overwhelming. I need some encouragement, guys. It's really bad, that closet, and I don't know. I know if I start, it's gonna take me the entire day to do it, but I know that I need to get it done because I have stuff in there that I need for my kids that are growing out of their stuff. Just don't want to do it. Do you ever feel that way? Just don't want to start it because it's too hard. But I'm gonna be a big girl, and one of these days I'm gonna have to do it. Probably this Sunday. But yeah, I think I did everything. The chicken I'm gonna be baking off tomorrow because I just didn't have enough time today, and that's fine. I accomplished quite enough, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Well, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it gave you some inspiration and motivation. If it did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll see you all next time. Happy prepping from my family to yours.